All right, day 2, active restore. We're just gonna hop right in. 15 minutes here for 30 days, July 2024. We'll start standing at the top of the mat. Notice your posture. We'll start with some breath and movement by reaching the arms up, pressing the palms together. Take an inhale at the top and side bend to the left. Inhale to center and over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Once again, inhale, center and over to the right. And then we'll do that 2 more times, once per side. Connect your breath with your movement. Clear, full, deep breath. Inhale, center, and exhale, release the arms. We'll step the feet hip width apart next and lower into what's called chair pose, or chair posture. We'll increase the breath cycles by adding the arms. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale and exhale. An option to add on or just change this a little bit is on the inhale, reach up, but on the exhale, flex your biceps, squeeze your upper back muscles, make fists. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale and 1. Now inhale, reach up, stand tall, lean back, and exhale. Okay, when I reach the arms up, inhale, and exhale, fold forward. Take a halfway lift. For some of you, maybe your hands to your blocks. Lift up halfway, breathe in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Once again, a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. 1 more time, a halfway lift and a breath in. And folding. Okay, halfway lift. Then plant your palms and step into plank pose, a push-up plank posture. Knees up or down. Inhale at the top and exhale, lower all the way down. Coming into a pose known as twisted cobra. Fingertips out wide off the mat, elbows over the wrists. I'm going to inhale, center. Twist to your left, so bring your right shoulder down to the mat. Look under your armpit. Inhale, center, and twist the opposite side. Inhale and exhale. Notice the simplicity of connecting breath and movement. Full breath in and a breath out. And 1 more time. Twisting. Okay. Inhale, center, and exhale, release. Lie flat for a moment. Continue to breathe here. Many of us have a shorter and shallower breathing rhythm. This practice invites us to really work with a wider bandwidth of our nervous system to create more vitality and parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system balance. So balancing, regulating our nervous system, bringing stress down but vitality up. Coming into 1 more here. We can bring the hands back behind you onto the floor. That's one option. Or interlace your fingers behind you and reach your hands back. Lift your head and chest. Some might lift the legs. Squeeze your back body. The muscles around your spine And try to draw your low belly core in towards you. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale. You can plant the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press your hips back to your heels, child's posture. Clear, full deep breath. We use this pose to release the low back after that spinal extension, squeezing the back muscles. Now we can lengthen them. Push into the hands here to lengthen your side body. And breathe wide into your mid-upper back. And stay there a little longer. That might feel really good. Or bring your hips up to the sky for downward facing dog. Pressing through hands and feet. Finding a full breath in. And a full breath out. Stepping your right foot forward between the hands. Coming up into a high lunge. Nice opportunity, especially if it's in the morning. Muscles are a little stiffer. I'm getting some fluid movement through the tissues of the body, loosening up the hip flexors. Take one more full breath in there. And then exhale. You want to straighten the front knee. If you need to shorten the stance, we'll fold over your front leg. For some, bringing blocks up to the floor can be really helpful. Again, if it's in the morning, muscles may be a little stiffer. You want to go easy on yourself. Full breath here. Pedal to the metal through both feet and try to pull your legs together. So this is a version of a stretch here through the back of the right thigh, the hamstring, but it's active. It's not so much a passive stretch where we're just kind of hanging out. There's an activity as we push through the feet and pull the legs together, squeeze muscle to bone through the legs. Okay, one more here. It's a little more of a balance. Plant your right foot, bend into the right knee. Some of you might stay here. You can stay here. That feels really good. But the invitation is to actually float your left leg up. Standing single leg splits, standing L shape. If you want to challenge the balance, bring your hands up off the floor, off the blocks. Maybe reach the airplane wings out. Breathe. You can point or flex the back foot. For 2. And 1. We'll take a long step back. Plant your palms. Step into plank pose. Inhale at the top of your plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale for cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog or a child's pose, hips to heels. And stepping your left foot forward. High lunge, reaching the arms. If you feel wobbly in this pose, you might just need to widen your feet to your hip width apart. Otherwise, maybe you're trying to do it on a tightrope, which is a fun challenge, but if you want to be a little more balanced, widen the feet. Full deep breath here. In and out through the nose if your sinuses are clear. On your next exhale, fold forward, straighten the front leg. Adjust your back foot in a little closer as you need. And again, maybe you bring hands to blocks. Just about 10 minutes in here. These are like 15-minute body, nervous system, mind tune-ups. Nice way to think of it. Okay, walking hands forward, bend into the front knee. Again, that option, invitation, is to find a low lunge. You can bend into the knee. You can stay here, that feels really good, can feel really good. Where we're going though is the other invitation to float the right leg up. Standing L shape, standing single leg splits. Press through the back heel or point through the toes. Notice what you notice in that subtle shift. And some of you might float the hands up off the earth. A little more balance challenge there. Breathe here for 3, for 2, for 1. Take a long step back. Plant your palms, frame the front foot. Step into plank on a breath in and inhale at the peak. And exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Okay, next, into the hips a little bit more. Bring the right knee forward. Shin parallel to the front of your mat. Some of you might know this as pigeon pose. Somewhat more accessible would be a posture known as 90-90. Sometimes it's called deer pose. We bring the left knee forward. Knees are at 90 degrees. Now we can stay upright, or fold forward. Breathe down into the pelvis, into the hips. For some, there can be a lot of sensation there. At the time of this recording, for me, it's still morning, and there's a lot of sensation going on in the hips. Tissues are a little stickier. They haven't had as much movement yet. Couple more breath on this side. Find one more clearing breath. Really press down through the low body. Want to squeeze through the muscles so that they can relax after, so your nervous system can be a little more relaxed after. Release the tension. Press the hips back, child's pose. Knees wide. So that will just help get into the hips, the groin a little bit more. Push the hands into the floor to press your hips back. Okay, second side. Left knee forward, shin parallel to the top edge of your mat. This is the pigeon pose, so the back leg straight, or bring your right knee up, forward, into this 90-90 shape. Knees at 90 degrees, give or take. We can stay upright. For some, that might be enough. Maybe you start to walk forward and fold forward. Forearms to the ground may be an option. Can start to send the right knee back if you notice you have a little more range or want to just explore the different angles in your body. Pigeon pose, 90-90 shape. I'm going to push down through the low body. So push the shin, the knee, the ankle down. It's going to actively squeeze and tone the musculature of the outer left hip in this lengthened position. It's going to help it open up and create space for your mind to rest into, relieve the tension from your system. Full breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. Okay. Inhale, rise. Bringing the feet together in a diamond shape, knees wide. Butterfly pose. We can stay upright. Notice what it's like to push your feet actively together, your heels even. If you pull on the feet, you can lift the chest up a little bit more. Breathe here. Stay upright or fold forward. Okay. Finishing here in a comfortable seated posture. You can sit up onto a cushion, block, bolster, folded up blanket. Just finding a meditative seat, meditative posture with the eyes closed if that's available for you. The hands can rest in your lap or on your thighs, palms down or palms up. Finding some smooth, steady breath here, allowing the effort to sort of soften. So the physical portion of the practice is finished. We'll close this active restore practice in a seated meditative posture, comfortable seat. Maybe you're doing this in a chair. Breathing into a soft belly, exhaling a soft face, relaxing the jaw. Resting into the space that you've created through this movement practice. When I observe, just notice the effect that it had, this participating with your body, your breath, your nervous system, through movement connected with breath. As we wind this practice down, if you're watching this at home, which perhaps you are, you might choose to sit a little longer and for a moment rest the need to do anything. Just being with your direct experience here. Witnessing your breath, your breathing intelligence, your body's own breathing intelligence. And take your time. And we'll see you tomorrow.